would I pay, I think it's about £50, £51 for this? I'm not too sure, to be honest. I mean, you know, it's quite difficult when you're trying to manage your money with buying bottles, etc. And I'm glad I got to try a sample of this. I don't think I will go for a bottle of this though. You know, for an extra £4 or whatever, I can get another bottle of Thompson Brothers Dominican Republic 10-year-old at cask strength. And well, good day everybody, and welcome to my channel Whiskey Journey. Today I've got another single malt Scotch whisky review for you guys, and I'm going to be journeying into the Lowlands and trying out a new Lochlea release. I got this tasting set probably about a week ago, and included in the set is Lochlea's new Fallow Edition second crop, along with other ones as well for me to try. But I thought I would try this one as it's pretty much brand new. So I'm just going to pour the dram first and just let it sit for a wee bit, and then I'll talk a little bit about the release. Okay, so that's the dram poured. Yep, so this is the, as I said, the Lochlea Fallow Edition second crop, bottled at 46% ABV. A limited release of about 9,000 bottles, I believe. And this matured in first of all Oloroso cask and also Pedro Jimenez cask as well. I didn't have the first crops. I didn't manage to try out the first crop, so I'm not 100% sure what we're going to get on this one. I'm assuming that there'll be some sherry influence. I just hope that the sherry does not overtake the spirit. Lochlea, I get lovely barley notes from the spirit with another release that I tried. So it'll be interesting to see what we get with this one. So right, so let's just get straight onto the tasting notes. Pretty intrigued to try this one. Okay, so as I said, 46% ABV, non-chill filtered, natural colour as well, all the good things. Okay, so let's just have a wee nose first and see what we get. Okay, so obvious sherry influence, so raisins, dried fruit character, some apricot, yeah, mainly just the sherry influence at the moment. I'm not getting any barley notes just yet, but that may come out. So as I said, raisins, sultanas, dried fruit character, apricots, nuts. Yeah, I'm not getting too much on the nose, guys, with this one. Just the dried fruit character up front. Maybe a little bit of barley there as well, a bit of dustiness, a bit of mustiness as well. Some oranges, a little bit of citrus, a little bit of earthiness now coming out in the nose as well. Right, let's just have a wee taste of this one and see what we get. There's some barley coming out in the finish. So up front, smooth palate, nice viscosity actually, a little bit of creaminess. Palate leads the way with obvious sherry influence, so raisins, dried fruit character, a little bit of earthiness. The sherry for me overtakes the spirit right at the beginning, but then sort of mid palate towards the finish, starting to get some malted barley notes, a little bit of grassiness. There is some youthfulness there. You can taste it's quite young, but that's not a huge issue for me, for a new distillery. The finish now is starting to fade, so it's a little bit short. I mean, that's promising. I'll be honest, I prefer the Lochlea that I have tried. I definitely prefer it in bourbon barrel, because I find that you get much more of the barley notes. This one is just very sherry forward, and I do like sherry, but I prefer it in the background. Instead of maybe Fistful Oloroso, maybe they should have gone for something like a refill cask perhaps, to let those barley notes shine a bit more. But let's just try a little bit of water. I'm only going to add one drop, because at 46% you don't need a lot of water in my opinion. Right, just the 1 drop of water. And we'll just give it a wee swirl and see if we get anything else on the nose. I really would like more of the barley to come out, but I'm afraid, or I think that the barley notes will be overshadowed by the sherry influence. But let's just see what we get with that 1 drop of water. Okay, so I'm still getting more of the sherry, but it has been pushed ever so slightly. But still, raisins, dried fruit character, nuts. It smells a little bit more youthful on the palate, on the nose now, just with that 1 drop of water. There is some barley notes there, wanting to appear a bit more, but that sherry is just sitting there on top of it. So I'm still just getting mainly the sherry notes, but there is some barley there. A little bit of more earthiness now coming out. Yeah, so the profile hasn't changed too much. The sherry notes may be pushed slightly, just with that 1 drop of water. But let's just try it on the palate. Okay, so on the palate, in my opinion, definitely better with that just 1 drop of water. Just opens it up a wee bit. Very tangy on the finish. A little bit of spiciness too. So initial arrival, still good viscosity. Leads the way with raisins and dried fruit character, and then all those sherry influences, but it toned down just ever so slightly. Becomes quite juicy, bit of salivation on the palate, so a bit of dryness and then lovely salivation on the palate, nice and juicy texture, a bit more fruity, not just the sherry influence, but maybe some pear, some apples, and then leading into the finish, more of the sherry influence, the dried fruit character, and some malted barley, some cereal notes, and a bit of spiciness from the barrel. That's actually quite nice. Very good with it, with that one addition, that 1 drop of water has helped to open us up a wee bit. Still quite youthful, obviously, but a promising release. Would I pay, I think it's about £50, £51 for this? I'm not too sure, to be honest. I mean, it's quite difficult when you're trying to manage your money with buying bottles, etc. And I'm glad I got to try a sample of this. I don't think I would go for a bottle of this though. you know, for an extra £4 or whatever, I can get another bottle of Thompson Brothers Dominican Republic 10-year-old at cask strength, and get more enjoyment out of it. I'm not saying or suggesting this is a bad dram by any means, but I definitely prefer the more bourbon side of things. I prefer the bourbon influence in my drams generally. This one has obvious, you know, more sherry in it than I would prefer. I think that a refill, as I said already, a refill Oloroso sherry cask might have been my preference, but that's just me, my opinion. But don't let this discourage you from buying a bottle if you wish. If you enjoy sherry forward drams, then this one's pretty much a no-brainer. But if you're wanting more of the malted barley and fruity notes to come out in your drams, I would stick to something like, I think they've got, what's this, like the Ploughing Edition. I think that might have been the first one that I had from them. Or was it Our Harvest? I can't quite remember, but the first Lochlea that I got had lots of barley notes, lots of fruit, and no sherry influence because it was bourbon cask matured. Okay, so yeah, so if you enjoy your sherry forward drams, then get this one. If you want more fruit, more character from the distillery, more you know, more distillate led spirit, then get one of the other releases that's more bourbon cask matured. Okay, right guys, so that's my review of Lochlea's Fallow second crop, 46% ABV. Enjoyable, but just not for me personally. Finished a little bit short, obviously quite youthful, no issues with that. But as I said before, sherry cask driven whiskey is not my preference, so that's just me. Okay guys. Alright guys, well thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the review. If you enjoy my content, sorry, please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. It's always appreciated. But as usual guys, not much else to say except have a fantastic day, and I'll see all of you again soon. Take care guys. Cheers.